Lawyers for Jimena Arias Cristobal held a news conference today, and they spoke out against some public comments that they've received, especially from elected officials.
Attorney Dustin Baxter specifically called out Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene when he said he wanted to address the, quote, false narrative being put out in the public.
Jimena and Jose and their family, they've been here for 15 years and they didn't bother to do anything to try and adjust their status, to try and get a visa or work permit or anything else. And because of that, they might as well be deported now. So this is false because there was nothing that Jose and Jimena could have done before now to get any type of lawful status. They tried.
We reached out to Representative Taylor Greene's office about this claim, and she said in a statement, in part, the consequences of their decision to break the law have now caught up with them. I also want to voice my support for the Dalton police officer who was simply doing his job. It is shameful that he felt forced to resign due to a lack of support from his department amid public backlash, end quote.
Fox Chattanooga's Ray Collado was at that news conference today and has more on this story.
Jimena Arias Cristobal's attorneys argue police did not treat her fairly when they realized she didn't have a valid driver's license. They say her path to citizenship could rely on her father's case.
Anybody else in Georgia who is caught without a license will be given a ticket and will go up in court and pay their $300 fine. They treat Jimena differently because she's undocumented. And honestly, she's as American as anybody here.
Georgia state law says driving without a license is an arrestable offense. That could lead to jail time. We asked her lawyers about Jimena's lack of a proper license.
Driving without a license is in Georgia a misdemeanor. It shouldn't put you in jail. It shouldn't deprive you of your livelihood. It shouldn't deprive you of your schooling.
During the press conference, Jimena said she forgives Dalton police officer Leslie O'Neill.
The Bible says, forgive those who wrong you, and I forgive him, and there's nothing that I hold against him. I think the government needs to do what they need to do on his part and do what they need to do on my part, and that's how it has to be.
O'Neill resigned, citing a lack of proper support from the department. Arias Cristobal's attorneys are now in the process of getting her a U visa. According to the Department of Homeland Security, this particular non-immigrant visa is for victims of certain crimes in the U.S. We asked Jimena's attorneys what allows her to qualify for this type of visa. They cited her, quote, false arrest during this traffic stop.
Because these immigration officers are too busy transporting people for no license arrest from jail to jail across Georgia or across the United States. It's taking time that they could be using to actually make us safer by arresting people who are actual criminals.
Meantime, Jimena says she's just scared of potential backlash.
I do live in fear now, so does my family. My life is completely different. My life was turned upside down because I do think I am a target in my community for some people.
In Atlanta, Rick Collado, Fox Chattanooga.
Arias Cristobal's attorneys tell us she currently has no hearing set, and they do not expect to set any until mid-2026.